And we are once again tonight. We have Mr. William Honaker, or the way he likes to say it, Honaker. Welcome to the show, man.
AKA Big Deal.
Big deal. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You went to hand me a dill pickle one night, and I was half asleep. And it didn't register. It didn't register like 5 seconds. You weren't trying to hand it to me. I was just looking at you with a blank stare. And then it was like, you walked away. I was like, was that a pickle?
Yep. I don't know where that idea came from. We were eating at that burger place out in Ashland, and all the pickles. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty nice. What if he do if I just had 3 pickles in my pocket for no reason? I'd hand him one. So,
Did you
I was trying to give him away.
Was your opponent there at weigh-ins?
No, Bentley wasn't there.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I figured you would have handed him one, too.
I would have tried to. He wasn't there, though. I tried to give him to everybody.
Yeah. Nobody's taking the pocket pickles.
I mean, I'm not a odd-looking man to be taking pickles from, so I don't blame anybody.
When they advertise to elementary-age children not to take pickles from people, it has your face on the ad.
Yeah, I'm the guy that actually make mascots of me now. And
yeah.
The new dare program.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see the dare presentation on the pickles. So have somebody put that together for me. All right, so we are on to talk about your next fight. You're fighting next Saturday night against Joe Perry, a man that I'm sure you've seen him fight several times. He's seen you. You guys have never shared the octagon, but you're familiar. And so tell me about your thoughts on this matchup.
Well, I'd hope to think. You know, I mean, I've obviously proven I'll take whoever you guys throw at me. But it was nice to finally, because Joe Perry was the first person I wanted to get in the ring with. Back, I think, at NLC 5 when Tyron first had his first fight. I fight, and, I saw styles were both southpaws. And I was like, we're both, at least at that point, we were both, relatively, not fresh, but, same level of knowledge about the game. And it seemed like, that would have been a good matchup. And, luck has it, I ended up kickboxing for the title against Watts. And then, it seems like it's been kind of hunting out for time and is wanting to take a fight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think he fought, was it Davis that he fought in the NLC fight?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the debut of both of those guys.
Yeah. And it's crazy to see where both their paths have went. Last time I seen he... or
NLC 6.
And he lost against Begley a couple months before I did. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see, where we both kind of have molded ourselves after that same type of loss. Now, losses were very different.
Yeah.
He got laid out in 40 seconds, and I think he made it all the way. It was decision, wasn't it?
No, he got finished. I think it was late in the third, if I'm not mistaken.
So
he got, I think it was a TKO for 3 knockdowns. So.
Yeah. So for me, it's like I got a debate: was it that he could take that much damage, or was Begley not what he was when he fought me? Which, Begley seems very committed to training. I don't think he was training less before Perry, but he hit me. Begley hit me for the first time in that. Out of all the little cups I've gotten to outside of the ring, in the ring, first time I've ever been hit, and I thought to myself, this is going to be an actual issue.
Yeah.
And I don't justify anything, but it was rough. I was coming off a sinus infection. It was nutty potting before we got to the venue. But yeah, to see to see Perry take that much damage from Begley, mine already hit now. Because that fight, it didn't look. I went to the fight with Begley real confident because it looked like Begley was kind of he was scrappy. Yeah. He wasn't so much tactful or and. He's got a reason to be scrappy. He can be and still put damage on you. So if Begley was kind of taking shots like that, that's more or less what I'm worried about.
Yeah, Perry is definitely durable. He's kind of like Alex Davis is at the pro level. Like he'll go down, he'll get up, he'll keep going back. I know that's one thing I saw in Perry's NLC debut when he fought Alex Davis was he did get put down a few times, and that was an MMA match. The first time we saw Alex Davis, who we all know is a boxer. First 2 times we had him here, or maybe the first 3. 3 of the first 4 times he fought were all MMA. And so his debut, he fought my buddy from Dingus, Matt Warren. And then we got him with Perry, the second fight. They're weight. Perry's lost some weight since then. But at the time, like weight-wise, Perry and Davis matched up. He went down a few times, got up, and just showed his durability. But eventually, Alex finished the deal.
And it sucks too, because I think the same thing that happens with me, and it's no one's fault. It's just me and Perry get matched up with those opponents that are just that step above. It seems like and we're not going to sell everything we have in everything. Anyways, but I mean, there's no. 100% to most of these guys are their 80, 90s, just because, that's how it is. And not to downplay Perry at all, but, it takes hard from Perry to keep going back. And, from what I remember, you guys here telling me, Perry was about to retire, or he was done for a while, whatever that may be.
I don't remember what he was doing exactly. I know he was he took a loss and he was kind of down about it. Then he came back and got a win. But when did he get that loss? That was like 2022. Then he came back, got I believe a first round knockout victory. His in 23. So he got that knockout victory, and then he had the other fight with Dakota and got beat. But he did well. He did his thing there for a bit. Perry's technical. He's put on some speed, and his hand speed is deceiving. He doesn't look like he's going to have the hand speed, but he does. And based on when I saw him fight Ronnie Schultz, was he had some pop on those punches too.
Yeah, that's one thing. I think we're going to match up well. I haven't got to show it off yet. I mean, I tried to with Begley as much as I could, but my hand speed has been quite deceiving as well, at least from what I'm hearing from the boys in the gym. And I'm hoping with that from, I'm not looking. Obviously, everyone's looking for a knockout, but honestly, I'm just looking to have a full fight for once. I think I've fought some pretty decent fighters, even though I've only had 2.
They were both pretty good. I mean, but one guy was our champion for a couple years, and the other guy's fighting for a belt now. So you haven't had anything easy. Yeah, so we can't really downplay you. I mean, because look who you fight. Look who you fight.
I'll be happy if we could just get in there, win, lose, draw. We make it happen. Let's get some cool. But one thing I'm focusing on, and I've noticed just in the heavyweight division in general, there's only been a couple people that throw kicks frequently.
Right.
I haven't seen. Perry probably throws them more so than most other heavyweights. But, that's where I still feel like I shine. I've definitely been doing pretty much nothing but hand drill since this camp. But, I'm hoping to actually show off that side of me that I can. I try to as much as I can with Watts. I got a couple good ones in. Begley, he was just such a powerhouse. It was mostly defense until I tried to throw what I could. Headgear threw me off.
If you're not used to the headgear, it's different.
I think he probably told us 2 or 3 weeks before the fight, and I was like, "Shit!" So that next 2 weeks of camp, I just tried to wear headgear for as long as possible.
I think I told somebody, and maybe they could pass it along to everybody else. Yeah, if I tell somebody one guy from the team, I'm assuming they're all gonna know. So I don't talk to everybody.
I'm assuming there's a post about it, and we just overlooked it.
There was. There definitely was. It was I had it in the Facebook group, but a lot of people don't check that. So
with that, it was just kind of, you're blinded basically, and to
Yeah.
work around that, I mean, 3 weeks isn't enough time to try to, it could be, but I just obviously, and especially with the way Begley fights, he's a real fighter, swings hard and long.
Yeah.
And, I tell my friend that he lives the moment all the time. Is that I don't remember getting hit. I just remember looking left, looking right, and then I blinked and I'm lights and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it didn't stop me. I wasn't really discouraged. Begley owned that fight for sure. Yeah, I'm hoping with Perry we're equal playing fields pretty much through and through.
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously once again had more in-ring experience, but at this point, that doesn't faze me at all. But we've been trying to hit the gym as much as possible. Obviously, my work schedule is still the same, so I try to
just fit it in.
Yeah, I try to get a week's worth of training in 2 days every week, and training at my own mind, trying to get some stamina, which that's been good since the Begley fight. I was ready to go 6 minutes with Begley, and it just didn't happen. But I think I feel it going one of two ways. I feel like this is either going to be a very stagnant fight where we're just reading each other and trying to pick shots, or it's going to come down to we're throwing down and let's just get it over with. I still think I have a bit of a reach advantage on him. Probably like no size discrepancy. I'm a pretty big guy. I think I'm 261 last time I weighed myself. No, I remember Perry last time he fought. He was like 240, 250-ish. I think he was up there.
He's a little smaller, smaller on the heavyweight side.
So fighting a southpaw, because I've got no southpaws to train with, so that's going to be a little different. But I've also been pretty much strictly trying to get my orthodox in check so I can switch it up if needed, and so it'll be interesting. And I'd like to see, we got nothing on Perry. He doesn't post much or talk much, which is, we got his previous fights, but he's had since March since.
I mean, he's had 5 or 6 fights. I think he's at 5 right now. And he's got a couple wins. One of those with the first round knockout. Let's see his boxing match was Dakota. So that was really the one fight that was just really bad for him.
Begley will have that effect.
That's one thing both of you guys said. I mean, he told me that, and I think I told you leading up to your fight, because Perry said like Begley wasn't fast, he wasn't super technical, but it's like getting hit with a brick. So
somehow they just landed.
Yeah.
I kind of pride myself at least. I have had pretty good defense sparring around with friends. We're going hard there, and it didn't matter if my hand was there or not. He just, whatever was in his path got destroyed.
Yep. Yeah, he's one of those guys, man. Let's see. Speaking of Begley, so Begley's fighting for our boxing championship against Jonah Adkins, and I was going to ask your thoughts on this fight.
Well, I haven't seen much of Jonah. I watched a little bit of the interview. He seemed a bit cocky going into it, which, I never mind seeing that from a fighter. We got to kind of have that mindset.
Yeah.
I try to personally stay humble. Of course, in my back of my mind, I want to think I can take on the world, but I don't think Jonah knows what he's getting into. Even just the brief minutes before the fight, I saw Begley hitting mitts with his trainer, and he actually blasted that guy in the face, and I thought, well, he just retired his phone for a week. And he's, and seeing his training videos after that, and I had brief couple chats, I mean, that slowness that is deceiving from him has gone away. I mean, he is a very, very quick. He's getting right on his feet. I've also seen he's really starting to do like kickboxing stuff with, I know personally that gets your footwork in check.
He's done with that.
Yeah.
After tearing his toe apart in the fight, he's finished.
To see that, he evolves very quickly. I mean, I've seen my fight a couple of times. It wasn't long enough to deduce much, but just seeing how much he evolved from Perry to me. Yeah. He was a whole different. He was a tactician to a team with me. And once again, I don't know much about Jonah, but I think it'd be in Jonah's best interest to be a little humble in these next 2 weeks. Really, really, really take a step back and try to see how quick this man gets better.
Yeah.
It's only been 3 months, but it was only about 2 months between me and Perry, and
Yeah.
He excelled. So, but at the same time, I'm always one of those people, you never know. Jonah could come out and lay him out in the first round. You never know. But I would still put my money on Bailey. I firmly believe he's top 2, top 3 hardest hitters in your league. At least amateur.
He's there for sure. I mean, you could punching power. I would put him up with some of the pros as well.
Oh yeah,
he's not he's not on their level with a lot of other things, but punching power, I'd put him right there with some of those guys. Yeah.
Now, for Jonah's sake, I would say, I don't think you could go toe to toe with Begley like that. Has another brawler just slinging punches like that. Be tactful if you can.
Yeah.
I don't think most anyone could get into the ring and just trade blows with Begley like that. I'd love to see it. Don't get me wrong; it would be fight of the night in my mind if they just stood there and traded blows to the face. But like Begley improves himself daily, and if he's training like he says he is 5 days a week, I mean, you can't really outclass hard work when it comes to this stuff.
I would be surprised if he's only training 5 days a week.
Yeah.
He's
probably doing like 2 a days, 5 days a week.
Right. And then his day off is his day off. He's only training once.
Yeah. 8 hours straight.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Jonah's putting the work in too.
I did want to clarify something with Begley because I don't like being this type of person. I did not realize I cheap shot him. I didn't know we were touching gloves again.
Yeah.
I saw the opening and I took it. That's normally not like me. So formal apology on the internet right now. I think that was the cheap shot that day. That was completely an accident. We've talked about that. But I'm not that type of person. I don't cheap shot. And
I don't think I saw the knee. but I called out the cheap shot. I think I had a video on that. I'll be watching it a few times. Like, there's the fake glove touch. Boom.
Yeah,
It looked like it pissed him off.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to grab my glove and swing it down for an open shot. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to beat you to it. And, I mean, at that point, hardest I've ever been hit, I was just trying to either kill this man or die myself. So,
it was a good shot, though. You landed a good shot.
I mean, hey, I had to get one in. I get one full move in where I'm happy. The meat of the mouth, it was the first time we clenched up. And, I put everything into that. I wanted to hit him in the sternum and into it, and I hit him right in the mouth. And I heard him grunt, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry, dude. And I think that's when he really got pissed off. And I was like, these punches are getting a little harder, fellas.
So you gave him a cheap shot and a knee, and he had enough. He just let out.
I will normally go out of. I will open myself up to shots to not cheap shot somebody on accident. I just don't like that. I mean, it happens, and sometimes it's like our case where like I didn't know he was touching gloves, in the moment. So if I watched it too, and I'm like, I need to pull this up because you see how I act with all the fighters. I try to be respectful and friendly to everybody. I don't have that. I mean, like I'm always hungry. And once we get in the ring, it's you're. It's me and you, buddy, but, we're all here for the same reason. And I never got the whole talking smack, Also, I don't like being that guy that talks a bunch of smack and then I get knocked down in 40 seconds. I just don't want to be that guy either.
I was just speaking about talking some smack. I was contacted recently. Somebody's ready to fight.
Is it Rex?
No, even better.
Am I getting caught out not doing it?
Probably soon.
No,
I'm going to tell you. I was just wanting to see if any names came to mind. But it does start with an R.
Is it Rodriguez?
Rodriguez.
Run it. Run it.
He's ready. Ricardo Rodriguez. Yeah.
He better be, because I still need justice for that interview.
Hey, it's Friday. You didn't say a lot last time. He was still in your spotlight.
I gotta be careful. He might make another rap song. Might go viral or something. I hope you have taken these last couple of years to really tune yourself up. I would almost implore to say I'll beat you with one limb. But, I'm willing. I was willing back then. I was disappointed you had to go the same way or whatever you want. But, if he wants to talk smack, I'll take him.
Okay.
I'll take him whenever you want to run it. MMA, kickboxing, boxing. We could do a Kumite for all. He's been in a couple of those. We could do a Kumite blood sport.
He told me he's going to be ready in August to fight. He hasn't called you out, but I think it's coming.
You tell him I'm calling him out. If he's ready to
fight. Okay. We'll let him know. Yep.
At this point.
And we're gonna move on away from old Ricardo, and I got one more thing to ask you here. What's your thoughts on Mr. Man versus Tyrone?
Well, since this fight is double amped up at this point, because all the fun punts and stuff that happened at Catholicsburg, I think it's going to be a very interesting fight. I obviously got my boy Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
I see what he's doing in the gym. I see how committed he is. They both fought a slew of amazing fighters. Me, Tyrone and Tyler, we're a crew over here. Now, I don't know. I think this is going to be an interesting fight for Tyrone. He doesn't train with anyone. Eric Non's a very small guy. No offense to him. He's got the name, but he's a short fella.
Yeah.
Now Tyrone's bred with the best of them, but they've always been relatively tall for his height. And, me and Tyler was 6'2", 6'4". And, I'm not going to sit there and kind of spell him on my knees. No offense to Mon. Mon's a great fighter. He's earned all the respect he got. But, I don't even know how tall he is. He's like, what, 5'8", 5'9"?
That driver's license says one thing, but he measures another. So, yeah.
All right. So, I think it's going to be very interesting to watch how Tyrone works with someone who has to get inside.
Yeah.
That's where Mon's specialty is. He always fights, taller guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Randy's got it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're looking at Tyrone to, go pro as soon as possible. We think he's getting there, and his groundwork, his leg work. It'll be interesting to watch him kickbox for the first time too. You've always seen him go against some of the toughest grappling guys in your league. The Hawkins match, there's still controversy about that Von Flew and everything, and the fact that Ronnie could keep up with people like him,
that was a great fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fight
of the year for sure.
Yeah,
He went out and gave it all. And I'll be honest, we were not expecting Tyrone to do it like that, but he did. So he's definitely a man that will prove people wrong, and I actually think he gets off on that specific. We're working hard in the gym, sparring. We're going rounds and rounds and rounds, and that man doesn't have a stop button anymore, and I don't like it. I'll be dead to the world. It'll be 102 degrees in the gym, and he's done 8 rounds in a sweatsuit, and he's like, okay, Chubbs, come on. 2 more rounds. 2 more 5-minute rounds.
Hey, that's good, man. You gotta have somebody pushing you, and it's sounds like he's got a drive in him right now too.
Yeah,
so something really pushing him.
He's got such a drive that he don't even have to do anything, and me and Tyler are motivated in the gym.
Yeah.
Him being there and us finally, hopefully, getting to fight on the same card for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping to bring some pride and some some eyes to TWT over here. We're trying to put a name on the map as well.
So tell us about TWT. I know about it, but our viewers don't. So let's put this out there.
Essentially, we're a we wanted to start out as a fighter management company. You know how we communicate with you guys. We always try to be in the loop, and always watching, trying to get knowledgeable what fighters are out there. We're always constantly in the gym, seeing new blood come out, and we just think it'd be nice to have a company that can finally just kind of do everything a fighter needs outside of them training themselves. Um, we want to see new talent. Boom. Connections not just with you guys. Tyron's fought in OCL. I've got in contact with people from Pittsburgh. About someone up there. And it's just nice for people who might not have the knowledge base to go, oh, these are the leagues that are around that are for the beginner. Not that we are, entry level leagues that feed into bigger things. And actually, funny enough, I got Tyler just stepped out with me. He's trying to give me cliff notes over there, and I can't hear him worth the damn stuff.
Get in here, Tyler.
He's there.
What's up, Keith? Hey, congratulations on you guys getting a guy in UFC Tough House.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks, man. We're all excited about that. We got a couple of really big time guys fighting here the next couple cards. You'll hear me talking about these guys soon. So we got one guy coming from Jackson Wake Gym, and we got another guy. He's actually one of Daniel Cormier's friends. He's fighting on our next 3 events. He's already signed, sealed, so he's ready to go. So you'll see him next Saturday. Interviewing him tomorrow. All-American wrestling for NC State. Thomas Gant.
North Carolina.
This guy's he was looking at going to the Olympics for wrestling, pulled out to pursue MMA, and he's trying to get into UFC by September. So. Yeah, so he's fighting on our next 3 cards. So excited about that. Yeah.
Can I put myself all the time? Yeah, and the thing is too is especially with Tyler now. I mean, obviously we had to postpone the fight of the night, but we all come from the background of people who had to do this on their own.
Yeah.
And our biggest thing was we never had to worry about talking to you guys. You know what I mean? And we just had to worry about gym time and make things so much better. Now, obviously, we love it now. We've learned to, be part of that. And we're also expanding. We're talking to motocross racers, everything. But
management, yeah,
management, even some entertainment. Local music artists. We're trying to really get our fingers in every pot. But mainly focusing on fighters. I mean, we're constantly trying to recruit new buds at the gym. Like, hey, we see you've got this potential. If you're ever ready, we'll try to, figure something out for you. I mean, it's been a crazy ride so far. 4 years. I mean, that was pretty much what we're about. We're just trying to make life easy for someone who wants to make a career getting hit in the face. That's it.
Yeah. These guys need that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people need it, some don't. But. Yeah, so some people definitely need help navigating everything. You wouldn't believe. I mean, some of these guys, it's just hard for me to get in touch with them. Hard getting them to take care of their medicals, get their licensing taken care of. A lot of the little things. I mean, it's just nice being able to talk to one person who can handle this list of fighters instead of me having to talk to 10, 12 fighters. And
But it's not just easy. Like you said, it's not just easier for the athlete. It's easier for you guys as well. It's just like, hey, 1 through 10 doesn't have this. We're going to whatever we can.
Yeah.
It's just simple. It's quick. I mean, you're running a business, so I mean, the quicker and more efficient things can be for you, the way less stressful and better.
Yeah.
We have no problem taking on that stress because we do it ourselves.
Yeah. TWT Management.
Yeah, it's management group. Sorry, Tyler's being specific about it.
TWT Management Group.
Yeah, if you haven't put it together, it stands for Tyrone William Towns. And that's simple. I mean, that's pretty much what we're about. We'll pretty much sponsor anyone that wants us to help them out at this point. I'll manage.
There you go.
None as pros, we're not licensed to do that yet, but you know, we're working on it.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully Tyrone will be the first one, I'm hoping.
I know a guy needs a manager. I'm gonna see if I can get this
Oh
get
God,
this up here. One moment. 1 second, guys. 1 second.
He's doing some video editing over here. I swear to God, this person with the sporty children, I'm gonna die.
Hey, one of the biggest upcoming musicians there is.
What the fuck is this?
We don't need no education.
I think it's going somewhere. He's on Bible for sure. That's a sure bet.
We don't need no voice control.
Oh, is that Ricardo's dad?
In the classroom.
Oh, brother. Yeah. That guy's going places. He needs TWT, baby.
I'm thinking. I'll
TWT. Yeah.
You don't have to take anybody.
I just came up with a pattern. I'll send a professional email.
All right. Oh, man. Yeah, I still got Ricardo's. I need to find that one.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to manage him. There might be some bias there.
He's
Well, all Alabama to do is rap.
Yeah. He's liable to just jump you, in the office or something. Yeah, I know his video. It's on Facebook, but I can't find it. I don't know.
I haven't watched it in a while. I've tried to forget that thought. That was awesome. We redeemed it though. We redeemed it with that last interview.
It was interesting. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, hey, we've been on here over 32 minutes. So, hey, if there's anything I forgot to ask, you got any final words here?
Nope. Just as always, major respect. Hope he brings his A game. Once again, got a shout out to TWT, even though we just talked about that. Business obligations and all.
Since Tyrone forgot to mention it yesterday.
Yeah, I mentioned it 14 times.
Yeah.
That man would forget his hair if it wasn't attached to his head. He needs us. That's the difference. He needs us for his actual day-to-day life. But, win, lose, draw, pay, I hope you keep going for it, man. That's all I'm saying. Never let a loss get you down. Take it from me. Nothing but respect for you. You got heart more so than most people in the sport. Just like your wins aren't handed to you, and your losses are heavily earned. So, I hope we just bring our best. I've wanted to get in the ring with you since day one. My one's debut, I saw you in the ring, and I'm like, that's the guy. So, I'm kind of glad after this long, and with us going through a bunch of crap, we get to meet.
3 years later.
3 years later.
Yep.
2 South Pass going out.
All right. Well, hey, everybody that stuck around with us, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, whatever it is on Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. I need to start updating that stuff a little more. Follow us on Facebook. Hey, when you buy a ticket for this fight, make sure you tag this name. These fighters get credit and they get paid based on their ticket sales because they are amateur fighters. Amateur fighters are not allowed to fight first, but they do get paid for sales. So make sure you tag these guys at checkout. June 29th, next Saturday night, Bridgeport, West Virginia, the Bridge Sports Complex. Hey, Honaker.
Hey, lift it, it's alone. All in our register, I know they break it.